Your yesterday is not a reflection of your tomorrow. I know Cambodia has faced a lot of challenges, have a lot of painful history, but your yesterday is not a reflection of your tomorrow and your day. Take what you've been through yesterday, the generations of your mothers and your fathers and your grandmothers and your grandmothers, and stand on it. Don't let it be a weapon against you. Let it be a tool for you. Take it and build a platform and stand on it, because the world needs to know you. The world needs to know Cambodia.
Hello, and welcome back to the ICF Leadership Academy podcast. So today I am joined by Karen Robinson, who has been influencing Cambodia for many, many years. And I'm excited for you to hear her story. Maybe you already know who she is, but let's get a little background. Can you tell us about your first trip to Cambodia? What dream or seed was planted on that trip? What did you see here that got your heart?
Absolutely. I came to Cambodia in 2010 for the very first time, Stephanie. 2010.
That's a long time ago, yeah.
14 years ago, and never been to Cambodia before.
Did you know where it was?
I didn't.
I did. When I first came, I didn't either.
You know, when I was a little girl, my mom used to call me a little Cambodian child. And being a black woman from America, I thought Cambodia must be in Africa. But it's in Southeast Asia. So when I came to Cambodia for the very first time, I fell in love with the culture of Cambodia.
Yeah.
I was so amazed by the hospitality and the generosity of the people. Yeah. The people here was amazing.
Incredible.
So when I first came here, I came with an organization that was rescuing girls out of sex trafficking.
Oh, wow.
The girls was 5 to 17, and it was a 7-day missions trip. And if you know anything about missions trip, they're very strategic, they're very intentional.
Sure.
They want you to see what they want you to see, they want you to hear what they want you to hear, because they want you to give, and they want you to support the ministry. So for 7 days, Stephanie, I saw the worst of Cambodia. I saw the worst of Cambodia. Well, day 6 of that trip, the leader of the organization, she was from Australia. She said, Karen, I have my American staff, my Cambodian staff, and my Australia staff here. Would you stay and do leadership? And I was like, absolutely. I'm called to fortify leaders and empower women to change the world. So I was like, absolutely. Well, what I didn't know is that every single person that came with me would get on an airplane the next day and go home.
Oh, wow.
Even the leader of the organization, she got on an airplane and went home. She introduced me to a translator. She said, you'll be teaching. My translator will teach you. And
you stayed?
And I stayed.
Wow.
But it was amazing because now I was able to see Cambodia from my own eyes.
Yeah.
I was able to not be guided into what I thought about Cambodia, what I saw about Cambodia. And seeing Cambodia through my own eyes, I fell in love with the Cambodian people.
Yeah.
Their strength, their tenacity, their determination, their love, their hospitality, their communication.
Yeah.
And I knew at that particular time, these people just need an opportunity. They need an opportunity just to be able to dream beyond the borders of their country, beyond borders of their situation. And I remember my translator, Stephanie, she looked at me one day and she said, I dream, because I'm teaching dreams do come true. Don't die with your seed in your pocket. Yeah. All things are possible. And she said, I dream.
Of course.
She said, I dream of seeing the modern country, but that won't happen for me. And I was like, oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, all things are possible.
Challenge accepted, huh?
And so that's when I decided my mandate,
and
the reason I'm here in Cambodia, is to help the Cambodians dream bigger than what they've ever dreamed before, because they've already making an impact.
So good. You said something in all of that about your mission or your vision, and it was very clear. To empower, you have it. How did that become so clear for you? How did that statement become part of your everyday, and how did you establish that?
So my mission is to fortify leaders and to empower women to change the world.
Wow.
Well, as a little girl, I came from a broken family, and somebody fought for me.
Wow.
Somebody fought for me, and it was all the leaders.
Yeah.
And as I spent time with leaders and as leaders mentored me, one of the things I learned about leaders is that they have situations and circumstances too.
Sure, yeah.
And they just needed a safe place to think out loud.
Yeah.
They need people to walk alongside them, to assist them, that they can share their thoughts and their pain with without somebody discrediting them. So I knew working with leaders that I wanted to help fortify them, just to keep them strong.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to empower women to change the world because I was a woman, a young girl that needed someone to empower me. So between the leaders that have empowered me and the opportunities I have, I just brought the two together, fortify leaders and empower women to change the world.
Wow, so good.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah, so what have been some of the things you've been active in Cambodia that have helped you realize that dream, that mission?
Yeah. So I started an organization called Raven's Hope. Raven's Hope, where we empower young ladies 18 to 30, young leaders, leaders and business owners. We're literally just empowering people to dream bigger and to know that all things are possible. And again, one of the things I said I wanted to do is to give them an opportunity to, for one, to understand that there's greatness on the inside of you, but then to know that there's no limitations. And I knew one way for sure to let them know that there's no limitation and there's no boundaries is to let them know that the boundary and the border you think that separate you from the United States and the world can be erased and you can cross it. So I knew teaching them how to cross the border physically by coming into the United States will help them cross the borders mentally and spiritually. So we bring people to America for leadership training, not just to cross the national border, but to cross the mental border and the spiritual borders of their life.
Yeah, to see something beyond what they've experienced, to lift that lid. It's so good. Yeah, so I know we have a couple lessons from you that we're going to share. There's a lot more about your seed, right? Like your dreams are your seeds and your little thoughts in your mind that have to be planted. And we have some teaching about that. What about dreams? Like, what do you want to share before we move on here about dreaming, like you said, beyond what you've experienced? How do you start believing that you can do more, that you have more potential in you? Like,
first of all, realize that dreams, they start off really small.
Small, sure.
They're just like a seed. And sometimes we think our dreams are too small, and sometimes we think our dreams are too big. When we don't realize, if we realize it's a seed and think first natural, just like you take a seed, that seed, as small as it is, it turns into a tree that produces fruit after fruit after fruit after fruit after fruit. Yeah. Every season it produces fruit. Yeah. Our dream can do the same thing if we plant it. But Stephanie, just like a seed needs a gardener, in order for a seed to come to full fruition, it needs a gardener, which is our coaches and our leaders. Yes. It needs the rain and the sun, which is life situations and circumstances. Yeah. It needs to be broken. And sometimes we have hard times and we're broken. Yeah. It has to be steadfast. Sometimes stay consistent in the dirt to flourish, to come forth. It have to push through the soil. So sometimes we have to push. Yeah. So our dreams require everything that a seed requires. Yeah.
That's so good. So you've been a part of Cambodia for 14 years now. And you come like every month, I think. You come a lot. It's a long trip. So in those 14 years, during all of this work you've done with leaders and empowering women, what are some of your takeaways? What have you seen? What's some of the fruit you've seen in Cambodia over that time?
You know, one thing I'm amazed about, one of the things that when people look on social media about Cambodia, first thing when people want to know about Cambodia, they go to YouTube. And YouTube always show the worst of Cambodia. But one of the things that I've learned about Cambodia right now is Cambodia is the number 6 fastest growing country in the world. Yeah. And it's not just in buildings, but it's in people. The people grow so fast here. They're so quick. They learn quickly. They're hungry. They lean in. They take what you have and they grow. I love the hunger of Cambodia, but I love the fact that they apply it quickly in this country, and the people are transforming so fast. And the community. Those are my takeaways. I have learned.
They're great at that. So good. So what's like, if you have one last thing, we have, like I said, we have more teachings from Karen that we will have on this channel. But what's one last thing that you would love to share with the leaders of Cambodia that are probably watching? That's on your heart.
First of all, I would say don't die with your seed in your pocket. That's good. Your yesterday is not a reflection of your tomorrow. I know Cambodia has faced a lot of challenges. have a lot of painful history, but your yesterday is not a reflection of your tomorrow and your day. Take what you've been through yesterday, the generations of your mothers and your fathers and your grandmothers and your grandmothers, and stand on it. Don't let it be a weapon against you. Let it be a tool for you.
Yeah.
Take it and build a platform and stand on it, because the world needs to know you. The world needs to know Cambodia. So take those situations and those circumstances and let it be lumber
It's so
to
good.
build your mansion and your greatness of success.
Thank you so much for sharing all of this. Like I said, we have more, and hopefully this channel is also an opportunity for you to get more information about how to grow in your leadership, how to develop your dream, and go after it. We hope this encourages you. Come back soon.